Let me give you a little background on myself first. My father worked with Clyde Warrior back in the late 60s with the Native Youth Movement, which then took over Alcatraz Island. It was the Indians of all tribes. I was 7 at the time, and I remember playing in the jail cells and sleeping and how freezing cold it was all the time. But aside from all that, what I remember is a sense of pride and joy that we were finally doing something. This carried over because my father was a very devoted activist. And when AIM came around, I was kind of like raised within that, but I joined myself when I was 15. Had my first direct action in taking over a federal building when I was 17. And it kind of went on from there. I started with the Black Mesa Water Coalition when they started, the Peabody Coal Company started destroying our reservation. And now I co-founded, out of Occupy, I co-founded a group with 2 Native sisters called the Native Resistance Network, or NRN. And we're a direct action-based Native organization. We are Native-led, female-led, which is very important, and I'll get to that in a little bit. And we work with non-Native allies who we prefer to call accomplices. Because a lot of allies, people can be allies and more or less towards sympathizers. And we need accomplices. We need people that will stand with us. So, and we have people of all different backgrounds that work with us, and they're amazing. So I want to start off with a question from a panel I did in Rhode Island, which was entitled "The Role of the Warrior in Today's Society and What is Native Bravery?" Speaking as a Native, and you can, has anyone here ever been to a powwow? All right, great. So lots of times you'll see these big, burly, guys with the long hair sitting around a fire talking about, oh yeah, if this one says anything, I'm going to kick his ass or whatever. Yeah, that's not Native bravery. Native bravery are these 80 and 90-year-old grandmothers and grandfathers who are using their bodies as human blockades because they have no faith whatsoever in any government help. And they're trying to defend our lands, trying to keep the pipeline off, the middle states, trying to save San Francisco Peak from everything that's going on, to protect Diné and Hopi water rights. And before any of us even, as a Diné myself, Navajo Apache, before any of the younger kids even got into it, the grandmothers had just started camping out. And we're like, we're not going to let anybody on our land. This is Native bravery. And this is, there's been a resurgence of this of this actually ever since the Occupy movement. Now, when we talk about Idle No More in Canada, not all of us have been idle down here. We've been doing a lot of work, and a lot of the work is centering not around like sovereignty. Personally, I think sovereignty is ridiculous. There's only one tribe that seems to want it, and only a few people in that tribe. What we want is our basic rights. Let's face it, the government is not going to be honoring treaties. They never have, they never will. So we want our basic rights back. We want our land. We want people to stop despoiling our land.